may not come out of my mouth.
We're not live on Inside the IFL. It's your boy Doug Bose with Mr. Ed Ritter.
What it is
what it do. Something like that. So how was your day? It's been a nice, eventful day, has it not?
Oh, it has been.
Let me see. I got to go in here and I got to mute the show on YouTube so I can follow the chat. Always forget to do that. So, as I've been telling everybody, the league as we know it is going to change forever today. Is it not?
I believe it is.
A lot of people have been wondering what we're going to do with this league, what direction it's going. Long story short, what video game platform are we going to use? They've had the rumors of Madden. There have been rumors of NCAA. Are we going to stay with what we got? Is there a new game?
Can't help himself, can he?
Who's that?
Cody. Always got to make a smart-ass comment.
What did he say?
One eternity later.
Yeah, that's Cody.
You know, that's what happens when you have kids and you have freaking computer issues. And you know, someday you'll find that out, young man.
I don't even see his comment. What the hell? Where the hell did he even make the comment?
Because I see it's on the live chat.
Oh, there it is. For some reason, it wasn't popping up.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I couldn't get the mic on my headset would not connect for some reason. I could hear everything, but they couldn't hear me. So we had to keep screwing with it. We're back. So we're here. We're ready to go. Let's do this.
Yes. Anyway, as everyone knows, we have a good relationship with Mr. Schmitty and the Relocation Football League, the RFL, relocationfootballleague.com. Give them a check. Give them a subscribe. Same thing with us. If you're watching right now, hit that damn like button. Smash that damn fucking subscribe button. Get it in. So we've been in talks. There have been a lot of talks. There's been the possibility of merging leagues. There's been a possibility of us doing other things. There was a thing where I was thinking about taking our league and we would go to NCAA 14 and we'd be like the college version to his pro version. Therefore, our owners would go into the RFL and take over teams. And we would pretty much go away from where we're going. We'll take the teams we got now and create them in NCAA and not even have that type of affiliation. Or we'll go do our own type of version of the Relocation Football League and using Madden. And we've gone back and forth on this, discussed a lot of options and what have you. And at the end of the day, we've come to a conclusion. And that conclusion has officially changed the structure of this league, so to speak. And we're heading in a new direction, a better direction of some sorts. I think you can agree with that.
Oh, I agree with that. And when you said we talked and we went back and forth and back and forth, yeah, people here in the IFL have no idea how much we talked. I'm not talking just 10 minutes. We talked hours and hours.
Yeah. I got tired of hearing
several days. It was, yeah, we're not going into this just, oh, let's just do it. No, we have discussed and discussed and discussed. And I know you've talked to Davis. I know you talked to Kyle. We're not just, I don't want guys to think they're just going to jump in and do this, do that. Oh, no. No.
Right.
No. Like he said, I got tired of talking to him. He got tired of talking to me. That's it. We'll talk some other, and yeah, it got to that point.
All right. Yeah. Quick shout outs to Mr. Chris Davis, Cody Ewing, Mr. Mighty, Alex, Mark Chisholm. Those are the guys I know are listening right now as we speak. I'm not sure who else is out there. If I can't see that you're in there, because you don't show up in the participation unless you comment. So drop a comment so I know you're out there and give you some love. So whoever's listening, we thank you for taking time out of your busy day to be with us. We know we sound
Mr. Alan JD.
Yes, Mr. Allen JD. So I hope we're sounding sexy out there, everybody.
Oh, I sound sexy no matter what. So.
Yes. All right.
There we go. We're losing control already.
That's all right. It wouldn't be inside the IFL. We didn't.
It's true.
So
let me ask you a question before we get going anymore. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
How many people you think out there are sweating like crazy right now?
I'm sweating, so I'm sure others are.
They're going, oh my God, what are we going to do? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I love it. I love it.
Don't mind all the screaming and howling in the background. Knock it
Mighty
off.
has joined the chat. Welcome, Mighty. Hold on for just a second. Don't blow up that microwave. Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh, Kyle Walsh in the chat.
Yes, he takes time for his Dougie. You see that?
Oh, no, I don't even get mentioned. I'm nobody. Thanks a lot, Kyle. Appreciate it.
Oh, my gosh. It's just hectic one day over here in Bo's Mansion. Oh, my God.
Girls going crazy.
Yeah. Every day it's typical arguing with kids. You won't play with me. I don't want to play with them. Don't record me with your tablet. Blah, 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 blah. So
right now I'm kind of watching Drew trying to cook something in a microwave. So if you hear a boom, you knew he exploded. So
well, as long as you have Maurice Spurgeon's smoke alarm, you'll be okay. Speaking of Maurice, I love you, buddy. Anyway, the direction of this league.
Oh, everybody's talking about how warm it is here and there. Actually, it's kind of chilly here in Ohio today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to say this. When it comes to this league, the IFL, I'm not even going to mention on Alan Drum's comment that he made to me directly. For those of you listening, Alan called me and said, why are you giving up already? Don't close this league. Are you closing the league? You're going to stop the league after week 7, and we're jumping straight to the playoffs. You're done. I actually had that said to me. Ed, I ask you, is that the direction we're going?
Nope.
Not at all. This league has how many weeks? 14?
Well, there's 14. We're getting ready to start week 7.
Right. This is the halfway point. So I believe we're going to do all 14 weeks. Isn't that right?
That's what I told Alan when he called me. I told him, I said, we are finishing the season. And then we're going to decide what we're going to do. But we've already decided what we're going to do.
Shit. So that being stated, know what we're doing come season 2. And season 1 is where we're at. We're using All Pro Football 2K8. That's where this league is held. That's where this game is being played. That's what we are doing all the way through this season, all the way through the playoffs, all the way into the championship. Then we'll head into season 2. When we head into season 2, that's where the questions lie. Where will we be at? What will we be using? As Ed has conversation with his children.
Hold on for a second.
Don't mind this. It's just them kind of days. It's summertime, baby. And Ed and I have a bunch of children. Between Ed and I, we have 9 combined kids. Oh my God, that's a lot of kids. I just not realized that. So as soon as Ed returns, we'll let you know what we're doing. But I do again want to send shout out to everybody who's here giving us love, supporting the show. Again, if you're in the chat,
I'll be right back. Oh, I'm sorry, guys, but I got to deal with my sons here. They're driving me nuts. I'll be right back.
Right. Currently, only 12 people watching with only 4 likes. So, what's up with that? Alan has 0 kids. Well, Alan, we're not shocked by that number, but we still love you. Oh my God, we're just having too much fun here. We're just having way too much fun. I'm trying to figure out who else is watching that I don't know who's here. Because I need to know who else is here because we're losing all control. But that's okay because we're having a good time here at IFL headquarters. We're having a blast. And I just love this freaking place. And oh my God. Oh man, this is too funny. Yeah, all right, I got you. Oh hell. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyway. It's a good time. IFL is a fun place to be with phenomenal gameplay, top notch on field gameplay. Our games are second to none. When it comes to what we're doing right now, I'm going to put the phrase on our league right now. We are going to be often imitated but never duplicated. I don't care about bells and whistles and glitz and glamour. I've said that 1,000 times. As long as my on field product is legit, then I'm happy. And I've looked for hours on end for the last couple of weeks trying to find leagues online that have quality on-field products. There's several out there, but I'm going to give a lot of credit right now to Chris Davis. He put in a lot of time and effort trying to get the right sliders, the right stuff put together for this league. He did a phenomenal job. So that's why I believe our on-field product is unmatched. And that's, to me, what makes us the best. And we will stay the best because of that. It don't matter who's in my league. It don't matter who's owning my teams. It don't matter who's a coach. It don't matter who's a player. As long as the product is right, we are going to be cool. And I think Ed's back.
I'm here. Sorry, all guys. Right. Dealing with my sons.
All right. Well, Ed.
Oh, the boys say hi.
Dwayne and Drew, our wide receiver and quarterback extraordinaires. But Chisholm's in the room, so I'm sure he's going to love Drew. That's his wide receiver. Allen's in there. I know he loved Dwayne. Now he's quarterback. So
that's my quarterback.
My quarterback. All right. Let's just get to the fact that we're heading into season 2. And we need to address the elephant in the room, so to speak. People are wondering what's what and where we're headed and how we're doing it or what have you. And don't mind my typing because I'm writing down stuff for people. Because I'll explain it later. What? I don't know if we have any look. Anyway, that being said, here we are going to go into season 2 of the IFL because there will be a season 2, Alan. Now the question is, what direction are we going? What are we doing?
North, south, east, west, up, down, right, left.
Right. So the reality of this is Ed has just invested a lot of money into some crayons and some colored pencils, and he's going to draw out the games. No, that's not what's happening.
Hey, now. See, they ruined all my fun. No, that's it.
Oh, man. We're going to have dots on the field like they did in the goal line blitz. Oh, my God. We got all kinds of options here. So before I announce
we're going to go back to the old handheld.
Oh, my God.
Football.
You remember that?
Up, down.
Yeah, the one that had when you used the little red line and ran across the field and it looked like a stadium. Oh, my God. That little white held box and there was the stadium and the little black screen. That was hilarious. I love that game. I spent hours.
We're going to watch videos of that on YouTube. Huh?
Holy hell. I forgot all about that. But that being said.
That's what I wanted to do.
That being said, before I announce anything, I'm asking the community who's in the chat right now to make a guess.
Yes, let's see what the community thinks.
Which direction are we going? Let's see what you guys think. Where are we taking this league? What are we going to do? I'm just curious what people think. And Cody's telling us we need to reel it in because we're losing all control.
I ain't got to reel nothing in. Don't like it? Don't listen.
Oh, God. Let's see what people have to say.
This is what we do. You know we got to go 100 miles in the wrong direction to get back to where we're going. That's just how we do it.
But the problem with your statement is we could never find the right direction.
I never said we did it. I just said we had to go that way to get to where we were going.
Oh, shit.
I didn't say always.
Cody says we're going in the direction of naked football teams. That'd be different.
I don't know.
That would increase ratings, unless Allen's naked.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, they do have, the Legends Football League that's out there now. That used to be the Lingerie Football League, and they're close to naked. But
God, oh no!
I don't know if I want to see guys full on naked playing football. I don't know about that.
Oh boy. Well, when we talked about this,
see, Davis just says it's porn football.
Yeah. Stop
catching out.
We love him. That's why we pick on him. All right. And I'll say it again. If I don't pick on you, I don't like you. And you know that, Cody. You've known me many, many years now. So
hell no. No. We're not going to the Dreamcast. No.
Fuck the Dreamcast. I'll shit on the Dreamcast.
And I know Alan loves the Dreamcast, but no.
Oh, man. Here's what I'll say. We've talked about things. We've discussed things. We've put it all out there, whatever. We've discussed every possible feasible option there is. The pros, the cons, this, the that, blah, 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 blah. So, long story short, when you go around the internet and you look, you'll find a Madden league at every turn. They're just everywhere. They're hitting you in the left side of the face. They're hitting you in the right side of the face. They're pushing you in the back. Wherever you go, there they are. So we discussed, do we want to have one of those ourselves? We came to a conclusion on that. So then we talked about NCAA 14. I found a couple NCAA 14 leagues out there. NCAA 14, to have a very solid product with that, you need to find the right possible sliders. I've come into some good stuff, and I'm convinced that we could have a solid NCAA 14 league if we so desired. Same with Madden.
Right there. That's it. I'm sold. Alan just gave it away.
Tecmo. Well, you said Techno. I don't know what the hell Techno Super Bowl is.
I knew what he meant.
Yeah,
Tecmo Super Bowl on the Genesis with updated rosters. I'm there. That's it. That's where we're going.
No.
He gave it away.
I even looked into Backbreaker, for God's sakes. Okay, I looked into every option. And after I looked into every option, there was one video game that I could only find on the internet in 2 to 3 locations. And that's when you and I realized that's the game we need to use. Am I right on that?
Yep. You're right. That's what we decided.
So that being stated, I'll give you the honors, Ed. In season 2 of the IFL, which video game are we using?
All Pro Football 2K8.
And the reason being, it's not much used, and I know we're the best at it, and we're going to prove it. Oh, wait, we already did that. Okay, now, here's what it is. We're sticking with the All Pro 2K8 football platform for many reasons. Many of them are self-known. Most of you know why. But it does provide a very solid sim. People can trash an NCAA sim and a Madden sim, but those have quality sims if you figure out the right sliders, but they're a pain in the ass to do. But the thing that really, really was uncomfortable for us is I didn't like the idea of saying, like Mighty's sitting there and he's putting LOL laughing at you guys, which is funny. Mighty's a defensive coordinator. I couldn't go to Mighty and say, hey, Mighty, what's your defensive strategy this week? Because there really isn't one. What's your playbook? There really isn't one. You just basically pick a base type style of defense, if you will. And that was just stupid. That was just dumb. And there's no strategy involved. In All Pro, we can build playbooks. Now, of course, in Madden and things, you could create a playbook. You could upload the playbook. But the thing is, not everybody has the system. And where we're at now, people have the system. People have the game. We're set. We're good. We're this. We're that. But I ask you, Ed, how the hell does staying with All Pro Football 2K8 shake the foundation of this league as we know it? Nothing's changed. What the hell? What are we forgetting here?
Do I get to make this announcement too?
Of course you do. You don't get to make the announcements that often. I'm giving you the honors today.
You're giving me this one?
You bet.
Are you serious?
You bet.
All right.
What's the
IFL
big deal?
IFL universe. Yes, I'm stealing it because I'm a WWE fan, kind of still because of my sons. But yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Next year, season 2, we are expanding.
That's right.
10 we teams? Are adding.
Is it 10 teams?
8 more teams.
Whoa.
We are going to a 16-team league.
That's right. Now, I'll take it from there and touch on this. Like Ed said, we are going to expand in season 2. We are going to 16 teams. Okay? In the IFL, teams are not granted by a vote. Owners don't get a vote. The one thing I've stressed here in this league from the beginning is I don't want biased. I don't want favoritism. I don't want that. So in this league, you will not be awarded a team because you were voted in, because you might have buddies who are owners. In this league, you will earn it. And I will say it right now. How do you earn it? You get active on Slack. You submit suggestions that might make this league better. I give you credit for it. You make comments on all videos that are IFL oriented. You submit news stories to the league to be posted on our website. You attend IFL broadcasts of all sorts, like the one you're on now. Everybody who's there, you just scored points towards a franchise if you don't own a team yet. If you have a coaching job, that gets you points. Attend live games, that gets you points. Share the links to Inside the IFLs when they're live on your social media. Share the games on your social media. All these things score points. I have created a point system that I will keep under my hat for right now. And since Ed and I came to the conclusion this is what we are going to do, I have kept track of points. I have kept a point system. When the season ends, the 8 people in this league who have scored the most points will be awarded the franchises. And those people will then have the opportunity to accept or decline the option. So if you were in the top 8 and you so desire not to own a team, which is fine, the person who is 9th in points will get asked if they want a team. If so happens 2 people deny it, don't want it, I'll go to 10 and go on down the list till we find the 8 guys who want in. Just for shits and giggles, I will tell you right now the top 3 in points as it stands. The top 3 points as it stands right now, since I've been keeping track, King Cannon, Cody Ewing has 15 points. Mr. Alex Darr has 14 points, and Mark Chisholm has 10 points. That is our top 3 as we stand right now, since I've been keeping points privately, because they've been putting in the most time and most effort of those who do not own teams at the moment. So there you go. When the season comes to an end, all the way up into the championship game, that's when you earn points. And here's the thing. I'm not announcing who the owners are championship night. Not happening, because the championship game belongs to have its focus on the championship game. It's about the 2 teams who put in the time and the effort to get into the championship. The focus needs to be on the championship, and I'm not taking it away. But we will do a podcast revealing the information. It could be after the game. It could be the next day. Not exactly sure. It's too far away, and we're not sure how our schedules are going to look. So that's that case. Now, other news that I have to announce. Okay, other news that I have to announce. If all of you know the video game, if you go and look up the game, all pro football right now on your internet, okay? All pro football 2K8 on your internet right now, you will see that it has a Wikipedia page. On that Wikipedia page, you will see that All Pro Football 2K8 was released on July 16th, 2007. That means this July 16th, 2017 is 10 years to the day it was released. The IFL is going to honor the video game, so to speak, by having our game of the week being held on that date, which is a Sunday, and it will be played in Legends Stadium. This was a suggestion made by Alan Drum. I'm giving him all the credit on this. Uh, his suggestion, of course, was for his own team to play in the game, but I'm not going to be biased and let him have it. I want it.
I can't have that.
We're going to vote it. So whoever's the game of the week, your game will take place on the date and Legend Stadium. And possible we'll do all 4 games that day. I'm not quite sure. It all depends. I got to get together with Mr. Davis on this. And it shouldn't be too big of a deal because, we record our games early and air them. So I might reveal all the games that day. But that game will take place on Legend Stadium because Legends in the video game is always the most hype talked about team in the game. So we'll use their stadium. And that's exactly how we're going to do it. And what have you. And I think that's going to be a fun thing.
I agree, but it sucks I have to miss it.
Yeah. Just so happens that's your daughter's graduation party date. What time's the party?
It's from 2 to 4, but we'll be probably up there most mornings, setting up the church, getting everything set up, getting all the food ready and everything else.
Right. I mean, chances are I work Sunday nights. I think. No, I'm off Sunday nights. So, in fact, the game could take place in prime time. As a matter of fact, why don't we just do the game at like 8:30 Sunday night?
Hey, that'd be awesome. You do that, I'll be there.
I mean, I think that could work.
Make sure
Sunday night football. I'm good with that.
We go.
Sure. There you go. Yeah, it ain't going to be during the day. I'm off Sundays. That's the one thing that sucks with my schedule. I like to be home to see my own league's games, of course. So there you go. Maurice is in there. Thanks, Maurice. By the way, Maurice is welcome to our league, ladies and gentlemen. He's welcomed in the IFL. I want him in the IFL. The statements on the board was if he wanted to leave, he could leave. And I know he didn't want to leave, so I think we kissed and made up. He has soft lips.
And I missed that? Damn. I'm jealous now.
Yes, they are the most overpowered team. That's why we're going to go to Legend Stadium. So we're going to have a All-Pro Football 2K8 week celebration. And whatever, and there we go, and that's how that's going to be, and it's going to be great. And I honestly wish I could get my computer system figured out right. You did kiss me, you fucking jerk. What are you talking about?
I'm okay with that suggestion right there. Alex said he would like to call the game if it's okay with everybody. Alex wants to call the game.
Hey, that's what I was about to say. I wish I'd get my computer fixed up because I'd love to have like multiple people calling the game. Like I'm hoping everything works out with Cody and what's going on with his stuff. Alex wants to do with his thing. I'd be involved. Freaking Chris sets the games up. He could call. We could all call the game and have a good old time with it and whatever. But I'm down for anybody who wants to get involved in on that game. Yes, I'm very happy, Maurice. But so it is what it is. So real simple, ladies and gentlemen. Major announcements. That week it's going to be week 9, and I'm gonna touch on week 9 right now. I mean, it's too far in advance to discuss, but you got the Arizona Outlaws at the Boston Liberty that night. Carolina Packers at the Tokyo Kitsune, the Philadelphia Flights at the Tampa Bay Stallions, and the Baltimore Bulls are at the New York Cobras. One of those teams would end up becoming the game of the night and get the Legend Stadium call.
Sweet.
But yes, and again, we're going to touch on it.
Yeah.
This league is expanding to 16 teams. So 8 of you who do not own teams will get the honor of owning a team next season, and you will earn that team. Just reminding you all now. Remember, the best way to earn the team is to be active, to be involved. Because we do not award teams here by votes. We award teams here by activity. The first 8 teams got awarded them based on a voting system by the staff. That was the only way we could do it. But the next 8 is going to come in that way. It's going to come in that way. And I'm excited for it.
Heck
And
yeah.
I'm very curious as to who steps up and says, you know what, I'm gonna get active up in this thing. I'm gonna be a part of this thing, and I'm gonna ask the community if they feel they should know the scoring system, if you will, because I don't really want to keep anything secret or shady or whatever, just for the simple fact of by doing it that they could say I did something behind the scenes, I was cheating, I biased the numbers or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't want to see that come up, because somebody could say it, and I can understand where it's going. I can see that. So I'm digging it. So I'm asking the community, But at the end of the day, get active. We want active owners. We want active people. We want active involvement. Again, I've asked all owners this week to submit power rankings, and not all of them did it. I had 70.
I'm going to interrupt you for just a second. I just had an alert pop up on my phone. Macho Fog just posted on Slack 16 teams, FTW.
Which is fuck the world. Yes.
Okay, now let's get into this a little more, because I want you to explain how this is going to work. Because
what's that?
I want you to tell them the best part, which is there's no cross-conference games, so nobody gets screwed.
Yes, thank you, Destro, for teaching me about cross-conference crap. Oh, my God, I'll never be able to thank him enough, putting me in the understanding of how that works. But, yes, there will be, as you said, the 16 teams. We are going to take the 16 teams. We're going to break them into 2 conferences of 8. So we're going to have 8 in one conference, 8 in another conference. Each conference is going to have 2 divisions of 4. And it's going to be north, south, east, west, and, or whatever we call them. Either way, it's going to be geographically set. And I'm going to let guys know now who might be interested in teams. If I have 4 teams out west locked in, and that's going to be a division, if that's the route we go, and you want to create a team out there, I'm going to deny the location. Because I want to keep things geographically sound. I don't like how the NFL does some things. I get frustrated with teams like the Dallas Cowboys in the East. Get the hell out of here. That's just an example. The Colts are in the South. What? Whatever. And I'm picky. I'm being honest with it. I'm picky, and I want it to be structurally sound.
Yes.
I want it structurally sound. So it's going to come out when I announce the owners. It's going to be first come, first serve, who gets to be which location and this, that, and the other, and that's just how it's going to be. So we're going to have the 4 divisions. We're going to have the 2 conferences. And we thought about it. I like the 14-game structure. Everybody I spoke to likes the 14-game structure.
Yeah, I like it.
So we're going to continue with the 14-game structure next season. You're just going to play your conference twice, everybody. Not just your division. You're just going to play the whole damn conference twice. By the way, I just sent Chris Davis the link to get up in on this call.
Nice.
But either way, that's the direction. And I think it's going to add more fun. And then that's where we're going to have a quote-unquote cross-conference style of game, because we're going to have a championship game. But the championship game's probably going to be 2 weeks after the division or the conference title games, because I'm going to take the time to correct any and all errors that Destro has informed me could happen. And I'm going to create a 3rd file. So I'm going to have one conference on one file, the other conference on a second file, and then I'm going to create a 3rd file where I'm going to create these 2 teams that get in the championship from scratch, do the whole entire roster from scratch. I'm talking the starters to backups to non-stars, everything from the equipment to the heights, the weights, the sizes, birth dates. I'm doing everything to a carbon copy match that's on the other 2 files before I use that file for the championship game.
Hello, everybody.
What's up, Mr. Davis?
I just had to wait for Doug to finish that up, which is very, very good to hear.
You're sounding awfully robotic.
Yeah, he is.
Am I?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, sorry about that. The mic's messing up, I guess.
Just wanted to let you know.
And can I tell everybody the best part about all this?
Go for it.
Shoot.
For a lot of you guys out there that are thinking, oh, man, they just talked about this and put all this together. That was really not the case. Because I believe when this all started, you and I got together, Doug, and said, this is what we're doing next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. We kind of all had this planned out. We knew what we wanted to do.
Yeah. See, I had little to no doubt we'd be where we're at now, and I knew we could expand by season 2, so that was always the plan.
Yeah, it was our plan to expand. So it's not like we only talked about it for like a week. No, we've been basically talking about it since we started this, and we got Davis involved, and he's helping us do all this. So since we got all this going, it's been our plan to get to where we are going to be next season.
And I want to touch on this so guys are aware. I have an amazing capture card now. The one I did have. Thank you, Alan, for sending me the one I did have, but it broke it into 2 parts. Wasn't ideal, but we gave it a shot. I now have my hands on an Elgato HD 60S, which is a phenomenal capture card. It does things beautifully. Big thanks to you know who you are, because he doesn't want his name out there. My issue is my computer's a little and I can't call the games when I test this thing because it gets a little boggy and and I drop my frames per second and shit like that. So my commitment to this league is as such. I plan on buying a new computer so it'll work. I need to upgrade my computer so it'll work. I am not made of money. I unfortunately am like most of us who live paycheck to paycheck, and sometimes that's not enough money. So I have to wait until income tax. God, I hate when people use that as a line, but I have no choice. Yep. So I'm going to wait till income tax. And my wife and I, we file our income tax as soon as our papers come in the freaking mail because we need the money right away because we're always kind of scrounging and whatever. And when the money shows up, we're good for about 6-7 months. And then we struggle pretty bad for the next couple months. So I plan on making one small investment outside of the obvious that you use your income tax money for a better computer, a stronger computer, because that is my commitment to this league. And it's going to be a computer that will take my capture card and take my microphone. And I'm probably going to buy a new microphone too because y'all are going to laugh at me. But I got a microphone that's just a typical headset with the microphone you pull down off your, and put at your head. And it's like the soft little earmuff type things that have a little like styrofoam, whatever the hell you call it. It almost looks like an old school Walkman type headset. And when I use that headset to call action to test it, I can't actually use the microphone. I actually have to talk into the earpiece. I don't get it. So it's really odd. So I'm going to upgrade into 2 parts because I plan on calling as many possible games as I can in season 2. School will be in. I won't have my kids home. It's hard for me to call games over the summer because my computer is in the living room, which is where, of course, everybody hangs out. And I don't expect my family to sit on the couch and watch me sitting in the corner with a headset on watching a video game talking about it. So I'm going to make these upgrades as soon as I can. So that being said, this is undecided, but we might not start season 2 until I can get these things. So our season this year won't end until the first week of September. Then we're going to make the announcement within the week of who the owners are. So now we're in mid-September. We're now in mid-September. So that would give us October, November, December off. And then I would have to wait for whenever my income tax papers show up to make the filing and then to get the money in. Last year, we had our money by mid-February. The longest it's ever taken us is the first week of March. And then I got to purchase the equipment. So there's a chance that the season for season 2 won't start until then. Giving everybody the heads up now, we could have that like 3-4 month turnaround, which would suck, but I'm in no rush because I want to do it right. I'm not out here to compete with people. I'm not out here for any of that nonsense. I compete with myself, and that's just it. And I think we're going in the right direction. I think adding new teams was to get going. I think it's going to be a phenomenal option. And remember, you can score points, and I'm going to throw this out since I've been keeping track of stuff. I do have some I got to score because people were active within the last 24 to 48 hours. But Mark Chisholm, Cody Ewing, Maurice Spurgeon, Alex Darr, my son, the Capones, Shane Negron, who's a non-star wide receiver with the Stallions, Thomas W. Goodhart, Jimmy Cash, Mario Savage, DW Six Killer, Gunnar Durango, Mighty RX, Kyle Walsh, Charlie Monk, Bobby Treefeather. All these people have scored points towards possibly being awarded a team. Now, of course, I just wrote Kyle's name down for the fun of it because he's staff. He wouldn't be getting a team. But you never know. There might be a day where Kyle says, you know what, give me a damn team. I don't want to be staff no more. You never know if he's going to get that itch to own a team again. So I'll keep track of his points just in case. Obviously, fellas, if you are active and you own a team, I'm not keeping track of your shit. Understand that. Don't get offended. So we've got a good list of people here that have earned points. And again, 8 of you are going to be awarded teams if you want them. You're not forced to accept it. You don't have to. You know, and I'm going to ask people this too. When you get your team, try to look as different as possible from the other teams in the league. I see too many online leagues where everybody looks the same. And it's no disrespect to any leagues anywhere ever. Like I've been involved with leagues where it seemed like every team was wearing blue. It was like, holy hell, there's not another color in the rainbow. Just try and look as different as possible. Try to look unique. That's why when I first ever became an owner in any type of simulation football sports, it was the LA Sharks. That aqua green and purple, I've never seen that combination used ever in sim sports. We looked unique. We stood out. You knew that was us. Well, from a distance. And that's what I'm saying. And add to it. Also, people have already asked me already in private messages, so I'm going to touch on it now. I do not care what logos you pick. Okay? I'm not mentioning nothing or nobody. I think you can read between the lines on this. Just because you've seen the logos used before somewhere else, doesn't mean we can't use them here.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. I'm not worried about it.
I don't care. Yep. Use
2 different places.
Logos in there. Yep, use it.
2 different places.
Went back and forth on this, talking about it, and I kept telling you the same thing. Places, 2 different this, 2 different that. I don't care.
That's how I look at
it. And Cody had just posted it. I'm not able to accept laugh out loud. Don't have a system old enough to use the game.
Well, as I told Cody, and I'll say it here on the air for all to hear, if Cody ends up getting enough points to earn a team, Cody knows where I live. Cody's glad and more than welcome to come to my house to use my system and my game to make his adjustments. So that's how I look at it. I see Maurice Spurgeon said he'd be down to help somebody with staff, which tells me he might not be interested in owning. And then Mr. Diggs just stated, glad to see you're staying, and I second that.
I do too. I third. Looks like, wow, look at that. Alex is talking to Little Mo.
That actually reminds me now that I see this happening with Alex and Lil Mo. Let's say, Doug, I think this should be like addressed to a slight degree. To where if an owner, or in this case a coordinator, they have a player that's on a different team. You know what I mean? They have players on a different team. They should go to that owner's player.
Yes.
Instead of be with another owner.
Yep. That's how it's going to work.
Yes.
So, if you are able to get your team,
right,
you will have your player go to that team. It's your player. It's only right that you have your player on your team.
Right. And I want to touch on that since I don't know if anybody caught the error. We kind of slept on it and then we discovered it. But guys were allowed to have 2 players. Mario Savage actually has a linebacker, which is Ricky White. Technically, Ricky White should be on the Outlaws, but he's not. He was with the Flight, and now he's been traded to the Stallions. That was an error on my end for not realizing that that was his player, and that was a mistake. So anybody who takes a new team, gets a team as an owner, or takes on a staff role with a team when we go to next season, then you'll be getting both your players if you have to. So like Cody Ewing, he has 2 players, so he'd get both his guys. So that's just how it goes. And there was a discussion, and we'll talk about this more because we haven't made a conclusion on this. But it was asked, how does the team who currently have the player be awarded? So if Alex got a team, the flight loses their quarterback. How do we approach that? And I'm not sure how to approach that just yet. So that's something we'll have to discuss because I don't want to just jump to a guess or a conclusion and just fumble around ideas.
I'm pretty sure you'll come up with one very soon. Right now, I don't have any.
My kids are about to have a battle royal.
Oh crap! Dang, so it's gonna be Boast Wrestling Federation.
Hey, possible. Now I've got one more announcement that I've not gotten into, and I'm going to announce it. Okay.
Another announcement.
Yes.
What a day!
Another announcement. And we're going to see, and I'm going to use one of Alan Drum's favorite words here in a minute, and he'll know which word it is when I get to it. But we're going to see who wants to fall under the umbrella of SSE Productions. Okay? SSE Productions. I am going to drop the logo of SSE Productions right now in the IFL announcements. Okay, people are going to wonder what it is. So if they didn't hear the podcast while it was live, they're going to have to contact me and see. But the SSE Productions is really simple. It's going to be interesting. And all of you have the opportunity to be a part of it as a partner. Okay? So just give me 1 minute to drop this link, or logo rather, not link. And then we will see it.
And I'm going to tell you what Cody just posted.
Uh-huh.
It says, I feel if we are adding 8 teams, we should either redraft, ain't happening, or have an expansion draft.
Happening.
Protect a certain number of players. We are having an expansion draft. We just have not come up to the particulars yet.
Exactly. That's right. We've 100%. See, we've talked about all this. As of right now, we're going with the number of 3. That was the number that we're kind of on, where all teams would have to put 3 players that are under contract into the draft for the expansion teams to select. And those who do not get selected in the expansion draft will just return to that team. That's kind of where we're at, but too far away for us to really write down all the particulars and get to it, but that's definitely happening. I want all expansion teams to have some kind of roster before we get to the main draft. Also, because I think expansion draft is going to have more value than the rookie draft, whatever person has the most votes, he's going to have the power. And what I mean by that is he's got the choice. Does he want to pick first in the expansion draft, or does he want to pick first in the regular draft, the rookie draft? Whatever way that person picks, that's the direction the league's going to take. So if you want to pick first in the expansion draft, then whoever had the second most points will pick second, the third most points third, all the way to 8th. But then it's going to flip-flop in the rookie draft. So whoever was last will pick first there. And unfortunately, whoever's the last place team this year in the IFL, you're going to be picking 9th in the rookie draft. Just point that out now. But there you go. I dropped the SSE Productions logo in Slack in the IFL announcements. So it's Simulation Sports Entertainment Productions. What that is a new company, if you will, that I'm starting, and it's not 100% solid yet, but I've been in talks with Schmitty, who owns the Relocation Football League. All goes well. He's going to, quote-unquote, co-own this with me. And what we are looking to do is to get anyone and everybody who wants to run their own simulation sports league to fall under the SSE Productions umbrella, and we all work together to promote each other. Real simple. So we want somebody to run a hockey. Yeah. Okay. Let's be right back. So we're looking for a hockey league, a baseball league, a basketball league, a racing league, a wrestling league, a golf league. I don't care. Whatever could possibly work in sim sports. We work together, and we are known as the Simulation Sports Entertainment Productions, okay? And we are going to push each and every league. This is another reason why we're not going to Madden. Schmitty's got the Madden of the SSEP. We're going to have the All-Pro of that umbrella. Now, who out there wants to get under the umbrella and create a league, we'll back you, we'll support you, we'll promote you. We're going to push this empire, if you will, where we're all going to work together. Big props for the SSC Productions logo to Mr. TJ because he made that for me. God, I gave him all kinds of options, and he threw me at some stuff, and then I kind of agree with that one. That was the coolest looking one. So you see that the fans are cheering in the stadium. You got the stadium lights and the flags. I like that grayish blue color that he came up with. So there it is. So we're expanding. We're having a 10-year celebration game of the All-Pro football game itself. We're now expanding to a productions. We're going to have all these games. And I will tell you all right now, once I get my computer, I personally plan on doing a wrestling league. On doing it before. If everybody remembers, before I ever created the IFL, I had talked about it. Well, when the IFL happened, the wrestling took a back seat. Well, once I get the computer figured out and I already have the capture card, all I have to do is put together a wrestling league, and I'll do one show a week. We'll simulate the matches. I'll create angles and storylines, and we're going to have a ball. So we'll see the IFL and the wrestling league. And like I said, as far as I know, Schmitty's on board. We still have to dot some I's and cross some T's. You're going to have the RFL and whatever other leagues want to come involved. Schmitty is the GOAT.
Nice.
Alan says, love hockey.
Nice.
So, I mean, we're going in all kinds of directions right now. I'm just asking myself, do I have enough hours in the day to do this shit? So I believe I do. Because at the end of the day, don't let nobody blow smoke up your ass. Running the IFL isn't as difficult as some people might make it seem. It's really not. It's just a matter of finding the time and typing things up. And if I had a first shift job or a second shift job, I'd be gold. Unfortunately, I got the worst shift job one can have doing what I'm doing, and I still get the job done. I got guys like Chris Davis who do my streaming, takes a lot of burden off me. I got other people in this league who do other little things to help me out, and that's what helped. Alan has been helping me with stats recently. That's been a huge help. I'm actually behind on stats this week because I've been frustrated with some other shit, but that's on me this time. So I'm hoping to get those done. I actually updated all the offensive stats from last week. Didn't do the defensive stats. And now I have the week we just finished stats to do. So I'm a little behind. So, shame on me on that one.
Reese Spurgeon asked a good question. He asked, I feel like an expansion draft was probably already in the works, but the question is, how many players do the expansion teams get in their draft?
That's a good question.
That's a very good question.
And that's an answer we don't have an answer to. Your question we don't have an answer to yet, and here's why. It's all going to depend on how big the rookie draft is. All players that are currently in the IFL who are non-stars, they're going to be given the opportunity to enter the draft with a new player if they so desire, or the player they currently have just to be drafted to become stars. So if the draft itself is huge, we won't need as many rounds for the expansion draft. If it's a smaller rookie draft, we're going to need a few more rounds for the expansion draft. And if we don't have enough human players as a whole, which I don't think we will, I mean, let's face it. One thing people don't know because they're not doing the math on it real quick or whatever, but you'd best believe I did it. If we're going to 16 teams and we have 14 star players, I need 224 human players to fill every roster. It ain't happening. I'm a realist. That won't happen by next season. So owners are going to have the opportunity to create players of their own again. Or are they not? Are they not? No. Exactly. Which is why I wanted to bring this up. Last year, here's what happened. Everybody knows this because I had it brought up to me. Some owners took the time to create certain players at certain positions to try and give themselves an advantage, which is exactly what they're supposed to do. But some people felt that was a manipulation of things, which it truly was. But who cares? They were given that opportunity, so why not do it? No harm, no foul done. So what's going to happen is some fun next season. The IFL staff.
For who?
For everybody. The IFL staff, myself, Ed, not Chris Davis because he's an owner. So Chris isn't even aware of this because I haven't had the opportunity. I haven't even had the opportunity to talk to him about this. Since he's an owner, he can't do it. and Kyle Walsh. We're going to create players for you. We're going to put together random heights, weights, positions, abilities for players at all positions to fill in the draft picture for you to draft. This way, coaches don't have and owners don't have that, well, I need this exact type of build for this exact type of player. So I'm going to not draft this place and then I'm going to make him myself. Well, now you have to, because all 14 rounds will be, all your entire roster is going to get drafted. That's what's going to happen. And players are going to be created by league staff to fill in those slots. And we wanted realism. And the reality in life is, if you're an owner in real life football and there's no quarterback in the draft that fits your system, you don't just get to sit back and wait and then use the weird science movie approach and get to create the perfect quarterback to your system. You have to find something and select it and deal with it. So that's what we're going to have you do. I don't know if Ed said I'll be back or not.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, well, Ed's on your staff, yes, but he's not an owner. And Ed technically shouldn't have the power to draft your team, Alan. Ed knows that. He's supposed to coach what you provide him. I think you can agree with that, Ed.
Yep.
Now, owners want to let their staffers in, and that's their choice. That's on them. I'm good with that. But it's going to be creative. We're going to come up with random names and everything. And I think it's going to make the draft that much more fun. So, we still have 9 guys watching. There's some interaction in the chat, but I would really love to get some comments on guys on the idea of the expansion, the idea of what I just talked about, how we're going to create the players for you. The idea of the SSE productions, the whole 9 yards, the game July 16th in Legend Stadiums, all this stuff. Just put it all out there. Where's everybody's mindset right now? Because, there's 3 big announcements that changed. The league just changed. It just completely changed. It is what it is. So I'm just trying to see where everybody's at.
It definitely changed. And I can tell you right now, I'm more than excited. Because I can tell you now, I've already started putting players together. I got a list started already.
Alan wants to know if we're going to create draft busts. JD Lawson was already selected.
Oh, that's just wrong. Ouch.
Sorry, Cody. I tagged him again. I'm sorry. We love you, Alan. Oh, man.
That's just wrong.
Are we going to create draft busts? That's funny. I don't know how we'd create draft busts. That's a good question. Is that even possible? I don't know. But we've already agreed that it's going to happen, so I can announce this also. And that is the diamond in the rough will happen next season. That feature will be added. Some of you have already heard it. For those of you who didn't hear it, I'm going to explain it again. Any player that is a bronze or a copper, bronze or copper players only, are going to have the opportunity to have free ability or abilities added to their player that will not be held against the salary cap, and that player will not be announced to the league. It'll be a secret who the player is. We haven't decided 100% on the amount of ability or abilities. It needs to be determined. I know the talk was 1 for a bronze, 2 for a copper, or 2 for a bronze and 3 for a copper. But that's where it's kind of like, huh? Because when you look at the league setup and the way we do things and the way the rules are wrote out, that's a lot of damn abilities. For example, 1 copper could get. So just to elaborate on that a little further, player can have 3 abilities as a maximum. If we went with the 3 ability for a copper, he could have 6 abilities as a copper. If we did the 2 on a bronze and you maxed him out at 5, he technically could have 7 abilities on himself as a bronze. So this is where the community is going to get to chime in. I want to hear what they have to say, everybody's thoughts, their pros, their cons, so the staff can, really break everything down, because somebody's going to come up with something we're not going to think about, and I already know that's going to happen. So we'll get to that when it gets closer. But the diamond in the rough is going to take place. It's going to happen, and you're going to be able to pick any player at one of the 2 lower tiers to add free abilities to, because it's the real football feel. You know that guy's supposed to be but then all of a sudden he's the man. And then you as a coach and an owner have to figure out who their diamond in the rough is and who you need to prepare for, because you're unaware who's got those extra abilities. So that's the way it goes. Oh, Alan's saying we can make a draft bust by creating a quarterback with hops and run coverage. The point is, nobody would draft the guy, and they wouldn't need to, because we're going to allow more players to be available than picks are needed. So some people don't get drafted. And that's the whole idea. So, and I'm not going to create a whole bunch of crap so people are stuck with crap. That's nonsense. So, I mean, next season, gentlemen, teams are going to have diamonds in the rough, and 8 more teams. 8 more teams. All right, Alex, I got you. Alex is so excited. He wants to get on this call, and he won't stop asking. So I'm going to let the young man
let that young man on there.
I'm sending you the link in a second there, Alex. It's coming your way here in just a second. So, speaking of Alex, he is the now head coach of the Chicago Cougars over in the Relocation Football League, and I am the head coach and I'm the head coach of the Chicago Tigers. So him and I got Chicago on lockdown. So, all right, I got Alex. The link's been sent to you there, buddy. So whenever you can get it, just hop up on in here. But yeah, I'm just curious what cities and states and locations people are going to put teams, what colors we're going to see, what designs, what logos. I'm pretty hyped up for it. And Alex, I see you there. Welcome in. He's got a smile on his face, ladies and gentlemen.
Maurice wants to know if he can hop in too, if you can get another person in there.
I believe so.
Okay, first of all, my plan for my team is,
got a team.
first of all, not only the team that I hope I'm going to get, I'm going to make them the Detroit Firebirds.
Dang, it take long to give the name already?
This is Alex.
I know, bro.
Alex is going to have everything. He's ready. I'm telling you.
But we got to let Alex know. We got to make sure Alex is aware. Once the Firebird logo, it's in the game. That stadium is already in use with the Philadelphia Flight.
Yep, you got to pick a different one. There's not going to be New York Jets and New York Giants situation.
I don't mind picking a new stadium. I just want I actually want the Dome Stadium.
The Dome Stadium's pretty cool.
The
default Dome Stadium.
That one?
Yeah.
I actually like that stadium. Maurice, I sent you the link.
So anyway, my plan as far as staff is concerned, of course, I'd have an offensive and defensive coordinator.
Solid.
And then I'd have a scout. But here's where it's going to be unique. I'm going to have an offensive scout and a defensive scout, and we're going to either talk via Skype, Google Hangouts, or Slack on how we're creating a game plan for the week.
There you go.
So I've got it all planned out. You guys know the way my mind works.
Yes, we do. Alan just posted, I'm moving. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but then again, maybe I do.
Oh, God. Everybody wants to give up what they're doing already. I think Maurice has joined us. At least I believe so.
Marcus Allen Bose just said the IFL just blew up. I'll be chasing me a franchise. Also, Alex, is this okay if I let out the breaking news?
Yes.
About your team, which might
Yep.
happen. Well, for you guys, since we all know that Alex and Colin is best friends, I allowed for Alex this. If he does get his team, he is allowed full rights to Colin Northrup. So I don't know if I'm correct if I'm gonna get compensation for it or not, but I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work. If we're gonna do it by trade or if he's gonna be in the
For $20 per player, you'll get compensation.
It's $20 per letter in the name.
Come on now, really.
Oh, that's what it was.
But yeah, basically,
You know I'm messing with you.
I have to double check the contract structures on Mr. Northrup, but yeah, there's going to have to be a trade if he's under contract.
I don't mind that. I don't mind if it's a draft pick or anything like that. It doesn't really bother me. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna get in the way of of those two because they cool and all. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't mind having to take a draft pick for them.
Right. And like I said, Maurice joined us. I haven't heard him yet. Maurice, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, we can barely hear him. I just heard him.
CAG, TJ, I got enough cookies as it is. Trust me. I buy a lot of Oreos. So I'm good.
Oreos, all right.
It's not healthy, but hey.
Oh, who cares? You only live once.
I just turned Maurice's mic up or volume up. I don't know if that's going to help him.
So yeah, that's basically confirmed right now with the whole running back situation.
Ed, I just discovered I can give you the control board. I think you can see it now on your screen.
Word?
Don't really see anything on here.
No, I cannot hear you, Maurice.
I can hear him, but I can't hear what he's saying. It's really low.
I can't hear him. Like, I'll turn his mic up.
Oh, there you go. Just you might as well just tell it. Just post it in there now, Alan. What you're planning, and then just say hell with it.
He wants to file for relocation, does he? Holy hell! A lot of going on today. A lot going on.
Yep, he might as well just announce it now.
Alex, what will your team name be called again?
My team?
Yes.
His
The
team's going to
Detroit Firebirds.
Detroit Firebirds. I got it wrote down.
Okay.
Got it wrote down as potential team.
Detroit Firebirds. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm excited for. All the different looks and appearances and everything.
And why am I planning to go red and white with the colors so we get a Detroit Red Wings thing going on here?
Ugh. That's it. He's banned. Get him out. He's done. No more. No Detroit. No.
Haters gonna hate, am I right?
That's right. Haters gonna hate.
God.
It's either that or black and blue.
Well, then, if you want to do that, Alan, I suggest you just make the announcement now. Tell everybody this is where you were going, this is what you're doing, and then it's done.
Dang, he's relocating like that?
Oh yeah, we've been discussing this.
Yeah, I think he's actually been talking to me about it. I didn't think he was gonna go through with it.
Oh, I knew he was.
So I wonder what he's changing where he's taking the pack to. So I don't think you can change the name, the team name. When you change their city.
Whoa, what the hell? You sound like shit was breaking somewhere.
Oh, I dropped the coin from Chuck E. Cheese.
YouTube screen just went white.
With his mic.
No, he's planning on relocating to Minneapolis.
Oh wow! So we don't get the Minneapolis pack, huh? Are they gonna change their color to red? Better no wait. Is it gonna be purple? Yellow?
Oh god.
Oh God.
Orange?
If he does that, Dwayne will go nuts.
Orange?
My son is a Minnesota Vikings fan. So if we go to purple and yellow, he'll absolutely go crazy.
No, that's kind of why I said that, because that was kind of the point that I'm trying to get at here.
Uh-huh.
Orange? Black?
He's naming all the colors in the rainbow, all the colors that are in the crayon box. What color are you going? Let's go.
White, silver, gray, pink, green.
He's gonna name them all.
I don't got time for that.
I love it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maroon.
Yep, there you go. Minneapolis back.
A color that don't exist.
Damn, you're getting all these breaking news just like that.
Yeah. We're throwing a lot of stuff out here today.
I love it.
Indeed. It's gonna be fun.
Colors are undecided, but we're going with the werewolves logo. I like it.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Getting rid of that P.
No secrets here.
Why? Why does there have to be?
We need that shock value.
Okay, Cam. Me up. Sorry.
Shut up.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. Didn't want to, but you had to go there.
Well, yeah, I mean,
any other teams, any other owners that are on there are planning on moving. You might as well let everybody else know now.
Yeah, I mean,
let's just get the ball rolling.
Yeah, I mean, I just moved to Dallas already, so we can have a typical IFL East thing going on. Oh, yo, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, like at this point, I'd be like, you know what, just screw it, just make it happen already. Just do it. You already know New York, Philadelphia, and Dallas hate each other already. Surprised we didn't get a Washington yet. We might if King Cannon gets his way.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because didn't y'all tell me that King Cannon's a Washington fan?
Indeed, he is.
Oh well. Now we're gonna have King Cannon's version of the Washington Redskins in the Internet Football League. If he keeps this up.
Watch your mouth. You just used the bad word.
What? The Washington football team?
Yeah, that.
The Washington football team.
Breaking news.
So yeah, looking great.
Yeah, I forgot it's a bad word now. Doug knew it for a month. Damn, you knew it for that long? You kept it hidden?
Yeah, people tell me to keep I'm good with that stuff.
Yeah, that's right. I said it, Maurice. Kill me. Kill me.
Okay.
Kill you? What the hell?
Yeah, because Maurice finally caught on from what I said. Like, apparently that word's forbidden.
Yeah. I don't like that damn word.
Oh, you don't like the R word?
Yeah.
That R word.
That R word's no different than the H word or the N word or the S word.
Oh yeah. I low key forgot. Now I feel guilty.
Alan said send him a link. His finger's getting tired.
You sure it's not your whole hand, Alan?
Uh,
Oh, that's
wow, Maurice. I can't anymore. So your fingers is getting tired. Don't you have a phone? Type from there. It's pretty easy. You can never get tired from typing from your phone.
Gold running back, silver wide receiver.
I think Alex is putting his game plan together already.
Yeah.
I blame you, Doug, for making this decision already. This man isn't gonna stop until he gets his team announced. So where are we at? Week 7, week 8 now?
We're entering week 7.
From week 7 up until that off season. Oh man. This man's work ethic.
Dougie, you got the power rankings and all that stuff ready?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. We've been sitting here for about a good 30 to 40 minutes and we haven't even talked about this stuff yet.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Indeed, I am.
Games too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I was going through all the announcements and everything first and all the big news and where we're going and this, that, and the other. And yeah.
Hey, Carolina's moving to Minnesota. We're going to have 8 new teams.
I feel bad for Carolina.
Alex is hard to work, and you can see it right there. Alex is hard at work already putting his team together.
He's already
We got a team yet.
He's already dumping out concrete and wood for the fire that he wanted.
Hey, gotta be prepared, am I right?
There's nothing wrong with that, buddy. Nothing wrong with being prepared.
Can't get mad at that.
Yeah, I'm looking for the file now so I can pull it up so I can get to the power ranks.
I'm
Definitely
debating
can't wait.
whether to go with a silver inside linebacker or
It's
a
best,
bronze.
He is breaking it down already.
that's what I'm saying. Best you not give away your whole bill. Good God, or you gonna pull Bo Davis already?
Oh, man.
I'm not giving you my entire plan here.
That's a quarter of your plan right there. A silver inside linebacker, huh?
See, but what's great is he's going to do the same thing Bo did. He's going to tell us and say, "Here, beat me."
Well, Bo's case, no
This is
disrespect.
great.
No disrespect, but in Bo's case, they are beating him. I mean, like, not out of disrespect. I mean, like, this is.
And then I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to go here. I had the balls to go all bronze.
You got that right.
I
You
give
need
him all
something.
the props in the world for that. He went all bronze offense. So here you go.
He tried something.
Got to give him that, but hey, you need at least some offensive firepower somehow. Got to get it some way somehow. You got to try to balance it out. That's the beauty of this game, man. That's the beauty.
And you got to give him credit for handing the keys to the offense to Marcus Bose, because Marcus is getting it done.
Yeah, after that game, oh man, that was great. Can we please get to it already? You know, like,
All right.
I'm just holding it in right now.
My team will be the Washington Reddish Huskins.
What?
The racism is real.
That's what posted it. His team will be the Washington Reddish Huskins.
Oh man, I know that is not going to make Doug happy. I can tell by the look.
Oh, there it is. He banned him. He banned him. That's it. That's all it took.
Man.
You brought the man hammer.
Fuck the band hammer. That's right, bitch. But anyway.
Gravity hammer.
But anyway.
Oh, that's too funny.
I'm going to get to the power rankings here, which
Let's do this.
these power rankings are just nuts. So I want to recap the league real quick because we didn't even talk about last week's games and whatever. But real simple. All 4 underdogs won their games, which is insane. It's just like, wow. Tampa Bay got the victory. Boston got the victory. Philadelphia got the victory. Tokyo got the victory. So
Why, Alan? I have to interrupt you, Dougie, because Alan just posted here. He wants someone to name their team the Donkeys.
I don't even think that's it's possible, but
already
commentators is not gonna name it that anyway. So.
Oh, okay. Sorry, but my 13-year-old daughter just informed me, no, they don't need to call them the Donkeys. They need to call them the other name. So you want a team in the IFL to be called the Jackasses.
Oh, no. Your daughter got no chill.
where are they going to be
Oh,
from?
she
San
hears a lot.
Antonio?
What?
Is she going to put them in San Antonio?
Where's a good place for them to go? I'm trying not to.
I swear to God, if she say Denver, I'm done.
Where do you think they should go? The Jackasses. She's thinking about it.
Las Vegas, maybe?
What?
Anyway,
Really? Because you're a Packers fan and that's where you want to
Green Bay? Oh my God.
Yeah, my daughter's a Packers fan. It's crazy.
Go Pack, go. I don't mind. And you can tell her I said that.
Okay, so this is how this is. I'll break down my family's teams real quick. My oldest daughter is a Bears fan.
Screw the Packers.
My 13-year-old is a Packers fan. Is a Colts fan. Dwayne is a Vikings fan. I'm a Browns fan, and my wife is a Cowboys fan. We got the NFL completely covered, I think.
Well, looks like I got all rights to despise your wife because she's a Cowboys fan.
Ed will tell you I give her the shit for it all the time.
Oh, yeah. He does. It's great.
Oh, shit. All right. I'm getting to the power rankings before we lose all control.
But anyway, she informed me the Jackasses should be in Minnesota.
Okay.
Bro, I can't.
That's just too funny.
If that's the case, then I
Or
guess
in Cleveland, get out. Get out. Get out.
if she said, just kick this kid out. I just banned Cody, but he just kicked his daughter out the house. No, I didn't ban Cody. Anyway, if they're going to Minneapolis, what are they going to be called? The Minneapolis Jack Pack?
Oh, wow. The Jack Pack.
All right.
What the hell?
A donkey with a jetpack. Let's go.
We're losing control. Let's get to the power rankings. All right. With the way the league went last week, it's hard to even put somebody in 8th, and it's a shame that the team put in 8th place won last week. But the 18th per the power rankings.
Can I guess?
Okay, go for it.
Boston.
No.
Tampa Bay.
Philly?
It is the Tampa Bay Stallions.
Okay.
The Tampa Bay Stallions got a big win last week, and they're in 8th. The 7th team in the power rankings also won last week.
Boston.
And then to be correct, it is the Boston Liberty.
Yeah.
The 6th team lost last week.
Carolina.
White?
It'd be the Carolina Pack.
Your voice sounds robotic, but it fits the power rankings. Go ahead.
The 5th team lost last week.
New York.
No.
Baltimore.
Philly.
It is the Baltimore Bulls.
Ow.
The 4th seed lost last week.
New York.
The Outlaws.
It is the New York Cobras.
Damn it.
The number 3 seed had a victory last week.
Katsuna.
Philly.
Katsuna.
Philadelphia Flight.
Oh, wow. Actually,
Really?
top 5 this time. Truly top 5. Let's go.
Now we're down to
Tokyo's number 2,
Tokyo.
and Arizona's number 1.
No.
well, we're at the number 1. We're at the number 2 spots. Tokyo's 4-2. Arizona's 5-1. Arizona's lone losses against Tokyo. So the question was, who is going to go where? Okay, I'll let everybody know now.
In my personal opinion, because of the loss, Arizona needs to be at 2 until they can redeem themselves.
Well, we had 14 votes submitted. Okay? 14 people sent me their power rankings. I will let everybody know now. Despite the loss, Arizona still had number 1 votes. But Tokyo took away from their number 1 votes. So let's see how close you guys can get on that. Of 14 votes, what was the split? Because these were the only 2 teams that got number 1 votes. So how was the 14 votes split?
Splitting 50-50?
You would be correct.
Damn.
7 people voted Arizona 1, 7 people voted Tokyo 1, and all those people, when you really think about it, what they do with the power ranking?
This kid stayed the same. It's Arizona 1, Tokyo number 2.
That's right. If I take your votes there, Mr. Davis, you had Arizona and Tokyo 1 and 2.
I did?
Yes.
Damn, it sucks I can't change it now.
Okay. Wow. So when you think about the power rankings and how they were sent in and how they were ranked, I said everybody went 7-7. If you didn't have that one team in first, you had them in second. That was the case with all 14 people, which means these 2 teams came in with an exact tie.
Damn, I feel
wow. And just so you know, Dougie, you're starting to sound a little robotic there.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now you need to dance like the robot.
What up, Smitty?
Now I just blew in her. Does it sound better now?
Plug it back in.
If I unplug it, it'll totally disconnect.
Hey, Smitty, you want to get in here?
Not entirely. Like it'll disconnect you from the whole thing.
Possible, but I'm gonna give it a shot. If it does, I'll just come back into the channel.
Yeah, just do that. Then you go to settings and you go to your microphone and you highlight your microphone. Hopefully that worked. Hey, Carolina at 8th. Damn, you put yourself at 8th, Alan? Well, let's be honest. That loss was kind of embarrassing because you was one of those guys that was downplaying Boston like crazy. Then they just came in and just, man, they came in and they said action is gonna speak louder than words. That's what basically happened. Nice.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you now. Now you sound better.
Yeah. I told you I had to leave the room completely and come back.
So we lost to the 8th team. We deserve to be in 8th. Well, I guess that's how you see it, Alan.
I think Alex is waving at us. Hi, Alex.
I was just getting my stuff squared away here.
Are we gonna recap the games?
Which games? Upcoming games?
No, I mean, are we gonna recap the ones that was played?
I don't want to.
Why?
Cause
what?
I don't know.
That's it. That's your reason. Normally you do it.
Oh no, but here's where we're gonna go. I want to throw this out real quick. Right. Game of the weeks. We're gonna get into that in a second. But everybody, playbooks are due tonight. Don't forget. All right. If we must get into the games, let's get into the games. I want to do quick hitters on all of them. So we'll be on this fucking thing forever. It's already 3:00. We've been on air just about 2 hours. Anyway, Boston.
It's all good.
Boston and the Pack took on each other last week, and in a 34-31 upset, Boston gets the victory. So big kudos to that team and everyone involved for putting that work in. And the last 2 weeks, Boston Liberty have looked like a totally different team. So to touch on Ed's comments, kudos, because it looks like that defense is finally getting the help that they were needing. And the defense is looking even stronger than it had been. And now the offense is just like night and day.
Yep.
So, and I know Ed took it a little personal. He is the coordinator for Carolina. And he's like, God damn. Because Ed had no clue what was coming at him, so he did what he could.
I expected Marcus to make a bunch of changes, but still, you still can't really prepare for that because you have no clue what,
Yeah.
Good.
You have no clue what direction the guy's going, so you just had to wing it. It's a tough thing to do. So, yeah, and that's one of the things I think is a good secret that people could use in this league, so I'm going to touch on it. One of these weeks, it's smart to take 25 plays, I think, and dump them and add 25 plays. That's a 50-play change. Do you really think the team you're playing prepared for everything?
Nope.
So, all right. 52-34. Was that the final score?
Yes, that was.
The flight just went roughshod over the Baltimore Bulls, and it was like, what the hell happened here? Now, Mr. Davis, I said to you,
Who the hell is this team, and why did they show up now?
Fucking Alex. Yeah, I know. But I had said to you when you made that trade for Johnny Frost, I think that was going to turn your team around. And for the last 2 weeks, your running game has looked that much better. And I don't think I've seen Northrop get tired yet. And we're seeing a difference.
Oh, it's funny how the tables turn. It's crazy. I still remember this comment on one of the podcasts. Alan was the one that was doubting the trade. He said he doesn't know. He said he doesn't think it'll work out because he didn't use the fullback before. He also thinks that it takes off a defensive piece when it went to Ricky White. I basically said this as a counterpoint. I said, well, this is the thing that you probably don't know. We're 1-3 with Ricky White, so why not? I mean, you pretty much got nothing left to lose at this point. And it's crazy how that came to fruition with this game. I mean, Northrop still got his carries, don't get me wrong. But I think the fullback took like 10, maybe 15 carries away. So instead, he's still a little bit more fresh than he normally would. He even took a good run and just brought it in for a touchdown.
Well, he was very effective to me. The whole game, the fullback ran well. So
yeah, he ran amazingly well. I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, like he was doing runs that I didn't even expect him to do. I mean, I at least expect you to get 5 yards, but damn, to break off like that, it was almost like having a finesse running back on the field. It's crazy because that finesse running back, that fullback, he can actually make some moves. You know, he's actually not your prototypical running back that you see. So,
fun shit, man.
hey, man, our next game, hopefully as good as that was the running game, I mean, I'm still a little concerned about that passing game. I think Alex did throw a couple incompletions here and there. There was a few balls that could have been picked off. There was a few balls that could have actually been caught. But yeah, everything went well. Just got to work on that passing game some more.
Yeah, you'll get it there, I'm sure. But getting to that next game, and what was clearly another upset, the 1-4 Stallions went into New York and beat the Cobras, who were 3-2, and not just beat them.
They demolished them. That's
held
the
them
upset of the year.
Yeah,
held them to 10 points. That's the thing that caught me. 10 points.
I'm like, what?
31-10. One of the most high prolific offenses we got held to 10 points. You know, and for those of you who are wondering why I'm like saying just 10 points. Why am I emphasizing 10 points?
Dude,
I don't know if anybody
Because New York is
Hey.
built to score.
that's what I'm saying. The crazy thing about it is that so far out of this whole season, all the teams that New York has faced, they've obviously been able to get more than 10 points on them.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they go up against Tampa Bay. That's all they can score.
Well, New York's scoring output this season has been 33 points. Okay, that was 33 points, 23 points when they took on the Bulls, when the Bulls' defense was really top notch. I'm gonna throw that out there now. They only put up 21 against Arizona. Well, Arizona is one of the defense people think is really good, so take that for what it's worth. They put up 28 against the Flight. In week 5, they put up 30 points. Okay, so they then put up 10. That's less than half of their lowest previous performance.
That's one touchdown.
Yes, one. And they barely sniffed the other side of the field.
What the hell did Tampa Bay do? You can't tell me that was Ricky White. No, something else had to have happened. Something else had to have happened. That whole team is playing good. What the hell happened?
Yeah.
Seriously. I don't know what drug Jack's Dom is on, but it had to have been the best drug he's ever taken in his life as a defense to be playing that good.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. But kudos to the Stallions, man. Big win, to the real Stallions of the world, getting that big victory. So they're heading in the right direction. I mean, they've won 2 out of their last 3 games now.
Yep. Nay! Let me stop. I cannot do that. I don't know. I'm like, oh god.
Okay. Anyway, I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, you are.
And what was the game of the week, or the second game of the week, so to speak? Because the game of the week was the Bulls and the Flight, but the game that took place was the showcase game. You had the undefeated Outlaws went into Tokyo to take in the 3-2 Kitsune. And per the tradition of the week, all 3 underdog teams won. Could Tokyo make it a clean sweep? In a game that ends 24-23, Tokyo gets the victory. In a game that, in my opinion, when you watch it, Arizona should have won the game.
Clearly.
But I agree.
Tokyo just did what they had to do and saying, not today.
That game was down to the wire, especially at the end. I'm like, oh man, don't tell me, are we really gonna see it? Then when that actually happens, I'm like, oh my god. I don't know what's a more upset, the Cobras or the Outlaws one. I'm like, oh man. Like this whole week was just insane.
I can't have it better than that Saturday game, to be honest.
You can't have it better than that. You couldn't have asked for better than that. That's all I gotta say.
It's been an extremely fun week.
Oh man, I mean, like, I know this much. Ramos, right after that game, the first thing he did was put up the thinking emoji, and he put up that tweet that Stevie T said, basically saying, "Oh, we're gonna go 6-0." I'm like, oh, damn. Well, he made him eat his words that time.
Wow.
But all I know is this, man. Since now there's no more undefeateds in the IFL, the way how I see is this: the Outlaws now, I still think they have no pressure on them right now. Like all that pressure they have for them being undefeated, that's all let go of now. They could go ahead and try to get back on track and just focus.
Yeah.
But they also have to be careful because they lose their next game. They're really going to have teams coming up on them. They're already coming up on them as it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, whew.
Did the Kitsune drop a blueprint? We'll find out.
Maybe. We don't know.
I personally think they got lucky, but that's no disrespect to Tokyo because they proved they still belong. But still, but that's going to lead us into week 7. Where we have 4 fun games, and I'm just going to throw the 4 games out here real quick. You got the Boston Liberty, who's 2-4, at the Philadelphia Flight, that's 3-3. The 5-1 Outlaws are at the 2-4 Stallions, who are red hot. The Cobras are 3-3, and they are at the Pack, who is 2-4, and the Kitsune is 4-2, and they're at the Baltimore Bulls, who is 3-3. Let's put it this way: the Pack, the Stallions, and Boston are all 2-4. They are 3 games out of first place and 1 game out of the playoffs. And they're the teams that are battling for the basement.
Yeah, the crazy part about that is, and it's really, really scary right now. Because as far as we're concerned, let's say if this happened right now, Boston beats Philadelphia. New York ends up losing to the Pack, and then Kitsune beats Baltimore. Yo, we would be in such a tie right now.
Well, imagine
It wouldn't be
if
funny.
Baltimore. Imagine if Baltimore beats the Kitsune. Put it that way. They both go to 4-3, and if the Pack wins, they go to 3-4 with the Cobras. And like you said, if the Boston Liberty win, they go to 3-4 with the Flight. And then just say the Stallions get another upset, they go to 3-4, dropping the Outlaws to 5-2. The whole league just became separated by 2 games.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. The thing about it is that this league, this for no one spot, for all spots, it's still wide open. That's what I'm like.
Yeah,
Really, the Outlaws, they got no more pressure when it goes to being undefeated, but they still can't. They can't sleep.
Ed, you there?
I'm here.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh, crap.
We're heading into the midway point of the season. Who's the team to beat? Give it to me. If you had to put your money down right now, boom, that team's winning the title. Who you picking?
Nope.
What do
You
mean,
gotta
no?
choose, bro.
I don't. There is none. This league is.
What you
that
mean there is
gross.
none? Take your shot.
There is none.
You got 8 choices.
Personally, Arizona.
Take your shot.
You got 8 choices. Oh,
Mine's
man.
personally Arizona.
Well, there's Alex. Alex is Arizona.
What about you, Chris? Who you got?
After what Tokyo did, it could be them as far as I'm concerned. They could be the team to beat.
But did they get
Lucky or
lucky?
not.
Rather be lucky than good, huh?
A W is a W.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
STDs and STD.
Come on.
Stevie T. Diggs. Anyway,
Wow.
Oh my Lord, have mercy.
the reason why that man is known as the virus. But okay.
Oh,
You
no.
might lose our YouTube partnership for that, people.
No wonder why he named himself that.
You got it now. You never figured that out?
No, that whole time.
DBT Diggs. The initials are STD, and he is known as the virus. Cha-ching.
I never knew that. Stevie, you asshole.
That's if he didn't create that on purpose. Oh, man.
You called him an asshole. That's funny.
Oh, man. So, getting into the games for this week, let's get into a couple of these games. I'll go to Alex first because I never get to go to Alex first. And I'm going to ask Alex to give me his take on the Boston Liberty at the Philadelphia Flight. And then when he's done, Ed, you take it.
Okay.
Boston's gonna win. I do not see. I mean, I see our offense getting close, but I just think that old adage that defense wins championships rings true in this league more than any other. So that's why I'm going with Boston.
Ed, I'm going to let you go. Hurry up.
Uh-oh.
You disappointed.
In about an hour, there's going to be breaking news that Philadelphia has released their quarterback.
Yep. He about to get snipped. Scissors ready.
Breaking news, Philadelphia quarterback picks opposing team to win the week. Oh, no.
You have been traded. So Boston, since you like him so much.
That's crazy.
Oh.
I do want to point out, ladies and
Wow.
gentlemen,
Yeah.
because we're mentioning this trade and fun. The trade deadline is before the end of next week. There will be no more trades accepted because we were doing it after week 8, one more week after the halfway point. So you know. So if you're going to do trades, now's the time. So Ed, who's winning this game? The Liberty or the Flight?
Ooh. That's a tough one. Because I'm liking what Chris is doing with Philly. He's got it. I mean, after what he did this past, he put 52 points up. Holy crap.
What'd you say? You love what he's doing?
Oh, he put up 52 points, man. That's awesome.
I
You gotta
ask,
love that.
I ask you this.
By the way, I'm sorry to interrupt, but wasn't that against the number one rushing defense? What you told me?
The number one rushing defense going into last week was Arizona.
Okay, who's number 2?
Yourself.
Who's number 3?
Carolina.
Who's number 4?
Tokyo.
5.
Tampa Bay.
6.
Baltimore.
Okay, never mind. Justified. Okay, but how about pass defense? Number 1.
Was New York.
Number 2.
Yourself.
3.
Outlaws.
4.
Baltimore's last.
Oh damn! Oh damn! Never mind.
Okay.
Justified. Continue.
But I want to touch on Ed's comment. He likes what you're doing with your team. So Ed, I ask you, you've known me long enough, and we do video games and things all the time, and we play things all the time, and whatever. What team in this league do you think I enjoy watching the most offensively, and why?
It's gonna be Philadelphia Flight because they got that fullback.
Word.
And not only that, Ed can tell you when I play, whether it's NCAA or even Madden, I'll throw the ball 10 times or less every game.
Yep.
I run the ball all the time. That's my thing. So I enjoy watching the Flight because that's all they like to do.
I try and keep it balanced myself, but
Oh no, Alex, there's nothing prettier than watching your guy just give the ball to somebody. So I enjoy watching.
The reason why for that,
but you gotta have balance because if they catch on to what you're doing, you're screwed.
Well, let's be honest. They caught on for what we've been doing for like the past 5-6 weeks already.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they know we gonna run it. It's a matter of if we gonna stop him. It's almost like Adrian Peterson all over again. They know he getting the ball, but can they stop him? So like, hey, I'm sorry. I hate to bring it up as a comparison, but just about
your boy, hey, Dougie,
in this league knows we're running the ball.
What's that?
Your boy Cody just said you must lose a lot in Madden. Laugh out loud.
You have no idea what my record is, boy.
I don't know if he's talking to.
He's talking to Dougie because Dougie talks about how he likes to run a lot.
You don't know what his record is in Madden, boy. So.
Well, Ed can speak for me because he knows.
Oh, we've had some battles.
But the thing is that this what makes this game so competitive is, especially when it goes to builds, is that it's hard to find a true balance in this game. I mean, like, do you want to run the ball out? Do you want to pass the ball? But at the same time, like, not a lot, but do you want to run the ball to a certain extent but still somewhat pass? Do you want to pass the ball to a certain extent and still somewhat run? You know, that's kind of the hard part. Another thing is the hard part is that you've seen it already with the New York Cobras. They throw a lot of interceptions. That's what I don't want to do. Because the more you turn the ball over, the more you're giving the team the opportunity to win. You see, at least with punting the ball away, you're giving that opposing team, you know, they're backed up at the wrong goal line.
You're winning
so at the very least, you have the opportunity of getting a safety. And if not, they're going to punt the ball back to you. And I don't know if y'all realize this, but if the punter's backed up in his own goal line, he's going to get the ball out quicker, which means when a return man gets the ball, he's going to be at least at the 40-yard line.
Well, I'm going to take the time, since I didn't comment on this Boston-Philadelphia game.
I didn't even get to keep – I didn't even go. I started and then –
Well, then go ahead, finish.
Go ahead, finish. Sorry about that.
Anyway, start saying I like what he's doing in Philly. I also like what Marcus has now done with that offense in Boston. And just due to the fact that he could change 25 plays again this week if he wants to, happy, you have to give the slight edge to Boston just for that. Because if he changes 25 plays, there's no way that any team can prepare for that.
That is the truth.
That's what's scary. Is if he's not happy still, he's going to say, I'm taking this, this is gone, this is gone. And then it's a whole new offense again. But I think it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a real good one because Chris has got his offense going now. His defense, we already knew his defense was pretty good. We already know what Boston's defense can do. And now Marcus has got the offense going. Oh my!
Well, I want to touch on that. Let's touch on that. Since he was hired as coordinator, that defense is no longer last in total defense because the offense has been on the field more. I still have to confabulate all the numbers, but I believe they've moved up to 5th. But I'm not 100% sure. I think they're up to 5th right now, which is saying a lot.
Yeah.
It's a huge jump. And the one thing that Boston has done, and the stats show this, is Boston was, before the offense really sputtered, very good and very tough against the run. You know, now with the offense getting some more life, will they have enough to stop the run? When I look at Philadelphia's defense, I see a team that's number 2 against the rush, which happens to be what it seems like Marcus is really working on, and they're number 2 against the pass. So this team's number 2 and number 2 and number 2 overall. He's got his work cut out for him to get a victory, but here's what I ask. Is there still 25 plays he wants to take out, add another 25 plays? Will the flight be able to prepare for a mystery?
They have to.
See, that's the one thing you don't know.
And I think this is one of the most intriguing matchups of the week. It really is. I think this is a game that could go either freaking way. And when this game is over, when a team wins, I wouldn't be surprised by the result either way. I think it's that fun of a match to see.
Oh, I think it is too. And honestly, I think this could be the best match of the season. Could be the best game of the season so far.
Could be. All right, let's jump into the next one. You got the 5-1 Outlaws at the 2-4 Stallions. I'm going to start right away and say this. The Outlaws have proved to me they're the team to beat. Tokyo said, okay, we'll beat them. They went and did it. The Stallions are a goddamn light switch. They're a damn radio. They're either on or they're off.
Yeah.
So my question is, which way is the dial this week? Because if the dial's in the wrong direction, they're going to get killed. If it's in the right direction, they got a chance.
Can't argue with anything you said right there.
And the Stallions, as much as we talk about the Cobras, and like I said, I still got to get a bunch of numbers and stuff together. But Rocket Perez, he has 9 touchdowns and 21 interceptions, which leads the league. 21.
Wait a minute. Repeat that again.
Rocket Perez, the Stallions quarterback, has 9 touchdowns and 21 interceptions.
Wow.
Which leads the league. That leads the league. James Dubsett and King Cannon both have 20 interceptions, tied for second. But those guys have 17 and 13 touchdown passes, only 9 for Perez. But, again, a lot of these interceptions and the crap that he sees in his numbers came when they were now they're starting to turn around. His numbers are starting to go up a little bit. He's got 70% completion percentage. It was under that a couple weeks ago. They're starting to turn that corner. So my thing is, again, will they be that radio on or that radio off? That light switch on, that light switch off? I don't know which version we're going to see out of this guy and that team. But like I said, if it's the on team, I like what they're doing defensively. I really do. They made a lot of changes going into last week. You could see it on the field. They're one of the top defenses in the league. They're in the top 4. So they're going to do it. The offense isn't where they would want it, but a lot of that number reflects their struggles early in the season. So all I say is real simple. I'm picking the Outlaws to win this, personally. But I wouldn't be shocked if the Stallions can pull another upset.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked either. Sorry, I'm just looking at Twitter here.
He's looking at Twitter.
Everybody in their Twitter.
Well, Alan likes Arizona in a shootout. Well, I thought Twitter was for some connecting with a woman. So I thought, honestly, what you did is you got on Twitter so you could tweet her twatter, but I was wrong.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Bro. You use Twitter to tweet her twatter. Using Twitter to tweet her twatter. I should make that a song. All right.
Oh, we're losing control again.
Yeah, we're gonna get the game. We're gonna get to number 3. Number 3. Ed, this is a big game for you because you got the 3-3 Cobras at the 2-4 Pack, I'm on Ed to comment on this one first because on a personal note here, Ed's the coordinator for the Pack. He has one son who's their quarterback, and his other son was the wide receiver for the Cobra. So this is kind of the Ritter Bowl, as it's been penned. But it's been penned by Allen.
Yeah.
So, and going into this game, for me, when I look at this game, I see where both teams are strong, where both teams are weak. These are 2 of the top 3 offenses in the league. It's that simple. When it comes to the passing game, they're both in the top 3. Both teams are mid-pack with the running game. The Cobras were the number 1 defense. Like I said, I still got to double 2 numbers. I don't know if that's changed, but they were coming into this week. I didn't get that far. And the Pack were near the bottom. The defense was number 1 against the pass for the Cobras. That's what the Pack love to do, although they've been finally leaning the ball a little bit more on Ernie Clapper. Now, here's the thing. The one thing the Pack have been doing is leaning on Clapper, and that's where the Cobras hurt. They were last. They were last coming into this past week against the rush. And the Carolina Pack's number 4 ranking against the rush doesn't hurt the Cobras at all, considering they don't know how to hand the ball off that much. So can Clapper exploit that running defense? And can the Cobras do what they got to do to attack that mid-pack passing defense? To me, that's what is the difference. But, Ed, I'm going to go, like I said, I'm going to go to you first on this one. Because it's a big, big game for you and the boys. And I'm hoping to see you all sitting on the couch with the popcorn. And at the end of the day, I'm hoping, maybe there's a fist fight or 2.
Not going to happen. Unfortunately, as much as I want to see it, we may have to watch it in the replay, so to speak, if we can, because unfortunately we are going camping this weekend. We're leaving Friday night, so but
not happening.
Yeah, and where we're going, the campground does have Wi-Fi, but God, does it suck.
Just climb the cell tower.
Because everybody's on there. So, unless I get up next day at 6 o'clock in the morning when nobody's up, then the Wi-Fi is pretty damn good. But yeah, this is the Ritter Bowl. It's gonna be awesome. It's like I said, fortunately, won't get to see it whenever it happens. Gonna have to watch it on the replay or whatever. But it should be a good one. I'm happy still happy with my defense. Allen's got the offense going. So we'll see. As far as New York goes, I don't think they throw it to that gold wide receiver enough. I've said that how many times. But at the same time, they got that gold wide receiver, but we got that gold cornerback, that's Dwayne's other player. So it's, even though he's not named Ritter, it's still Dwayne. So it's Dwayne against Drew. So there's all kinds of stuff going in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. It's going to be fun for you and the family, I'm sure.
Yeah, so like I said, if we can get on where we're at and we can watch it out, we'll sit down and watch it for sure. I'm sure the boys will be arguing, and I'm just going to sit there and laugh at them.
Yeah.
It's going to be good stuff.
But yeah, we might just have to do that because we've been checking the weather and where we're going. It's supposed to be raining all freaking weekend. So, yippee.
Well, I'm going to put you on the spot, and don't be biased. Who's going to win?
No, I think Carolina's a better team. I honestly believe that. I think New York is just too one-dimensional. They're trying to get their running game going, but it's just not. That running game is just. That game is almost their running game is almost non-existent. They like to pass, and I'm sure it's frustrating the shit out of Cody because he's the quarterback over there. He throws interception after interception, which it's not his fault. It's it's throw so much, and teams are going to start just going, hey, that's all we're going to have to stop because they're not running. So I mean, honestly, I think our defense is going to be able to stop that offense. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
All right. Chris, you have any comments on that one?
No, not really. I mean, like,
Really?
Ed, not disrespect.
Can I interrupt you for just?
Ed
I'm gonna interrupt you.
Ed pretty much nailed everything that I wanted to say. I mean, like, they are the better team. I mean, what more is it that I would really have
I want to say
on
this
it?
real quick.
Go ahead, shoot.
I'm going to say this real quick before you keep going, because Cody just posted this after I was done talking. He said it is frustrating, and he expects to throw pick on every drive.
Exactly. I'm like, my man, you like Eli Manning of this league right now, man.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being a player when you're and you're watching you and you're going like, oh, I know he's going to throw an interception. He's throwing one. I nuts. Which it's frustrating to him.
The Eli Manning of the Internet Football League. I'm sorry, but that's a fact.
But that might not necessarily be a bad thing. I mean, he's got what? He's got a Super Bowl.
Got 2.
That's right. He's got 2. That's right.
He keep throwing.
He's got 2
because of defense, which is something
I don't even.
don't. I mean, like, it's not to say the Cobras don't have, but I don't fear the Cobras defense.
I don't even want to get into an Eli discussion because I'm one of those guys. I'll tell you right now, I'll take Eli every goddamn day of the week over Peyton.
He has said this many, many times.
And I can break it down as to why.
But
I don't care if you break
he's
that
crazy.
shit down. Fuck Eli.
I can break it down as to why and explain the why and this, that, the why. And when it's done, you sit back and say, God damn, that's kind of true.
Fuck Eli.
Well, you're biased.
No shit. You figured that out now?
Yeah. It's okay.
Eagles fan.
Man, I give the Redskins more credit than I give the fucking Giants. Specifically,
Okay.
Eli. Man, fuck that. If anything, I give the only thing I give the Giants credit for is for them beating the Patriots. That's it. I'll never give them credit.
Just tell us how you really feel about that team.
I did. That was how I felt.
Oh my god! But honestly,
Go ahead.
you honestly shouldn't hate Eli.
Bro, he's a part of the national.
And the reason
football.
why?
He's part of it. He's part of the NFC East, dog.
Yeah, but here's the point. Here's why. You should feel sorry for him because at the same time you're making fun of him. Because the reality of it is, you can feel sorry for the enemy.
But 3 wide receivers, he's not making it work right now.
Feeling sorry for the enemy is almost feeling, ha 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 to him. Because the reality of it is, the Eagles have been Eli's Achilles heel. He is 10-16 against them.
I didn't even bring up the Eagles. That's the thing about it.
Yeah, his career-wise, he's 10-16 against them. He has a losing record against the Eagles, 10-16. 10-16. And since Allen's in the chat, hey Allen, he's undefeated against Tampa Bay. He's 4-0. But
Oh shit.
Cody, he's 17-8 against Washington. Just letting you know. But
17-8.
Who, Eli?
Yeah, Eli's 17-8 against Washington. And
Against the Cowboys.
Since everybody hates the Cowboys and the Cowboys are the team everybody likes to talk about, he is 13-12 against them.
Damn, so he's pretty much on 500 level.
He has a winning record against the entire division except for Philly. That's his Achilles heel in that division. And he's beaten Dallas 3 out of the last 3 tries.
Shit, he swept Dallas just last year.
He's beat them 3 straight. And the game and the game he lost last year was a 27-26 game. So just saying.
Yeah, 5-1 against the Eagles, but the thing about it is Kirk Cousins is just about on his way out of Washington. So I'm not worried about it. It's crazy because the Washington Redskins beat us every year, and I'm never mad about it. I wonder why. You never hear me get mad over Washington loss. Not like that.
Fanboy too.
Hey Ed, just for fun, he's 2-1 against your Browns.
Oh, that's jacked up. That's jacked up.
Beats the Browns. Everybody beats the Browns.
Well, I can give you what he is against the Raiders.
Good.
He's undefeated against the Raiders. He's 3-0.
Wow.
You know what? How about the Chargers?
What's that?
The Chargers.
Oh, because of the trade, the history
Yes.
of the team.
Yes.
Is that why you're worried about?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's
Well, he's 0-3.
Oh. Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow.
0-3 against the team you passed up, basically.
So it shows you that they got the better deal with Rivers, maybe personally head to head. But anyway, let's get this back to our league for God's sakes. Getting into this game, as we were just talking about, the Pack and the Cobras. It's going to be a fun one. I like it. I personally am going to take the Pack in this one, just because I think the running game could be the difference. And I think both these teams like to sling it, and I think the team with a better running game gets the advantage, and that's the Pack.
Ditto.
The last game, you got the 4-2 Kitsune against the 3-3 Bulls, and it wasn't but a couple weeks ago where we thought these were the two teams that were going to knock the Outlaws off the totem pole. The Bulls have lost 3 straight. The Kitsune just knocked off the Outlaws by 1 point, but are sitting 4-2 after having an upset defeat 2 weeks ago against the Flight. So it brings me to this. Who's the team to beat here? Where's this game going to go? I expect a shootout. I think this game takes 40 points to win.
Ditto.
wow.
And I think it goes overtime.
Oh, man.
What?
An overtime prediction.
He's going overtime. Alex, it is going overtime.
OT. Damn. That's interesting.
I think Baltimore wins in OT.
Wow. That's crazy.
No. Man, anything can happen, but sheesh, OT? Dang,
Yep.
that's some prediction.
Wow.
Nobody's paying attention to the chat.
I saw it. I read exactly what he said.
Cody.
Oh, damn, never mind.
Cody asked, "How does Eli's dick taste?" I respond, "Simple, like your butt." But
How do you know what his butt tastes?
because I've tossed his salad. No, anyway.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Yo, let's hurry up and end this.
Yes, the IFL is not for children.
It's not
We
safe.
apologize if there are any children listening.
I will accept all invites to the White House. But anyway,
Yo, this turned not safe for work real quick. Let's
oh
end this.
God, what is it? We're going to hell. All right, let's stay focused. Okay.
Dude, I'm already going there, so it don't matter.
Does anyone want to break down that game at all?
No. Because of what just
God.
happened. By the way,
Chris is always
Cody,
quick to say
I
no.
can't even read what's going into chat now. That's just
Cody, you're nasty. Let's end this, please. End it. End
uh,
it.
Little ass the mouth never hurt anyone. It is what it is. But anyway,
Play.
here's the schedule. Here's the schedule so everybody is aware and what is going on. Saturday at 1 o'clock. Saturday at 1 o'clock, they will see the Boston Liberty at the Philadelphia Flight and the Arizona Outlaws at the Tampa Bay Stallions. The Saturday 4 o'clock game will simply be the Tokyo Kitsune at the Baltimore Bulls, and the game of the week that takes place at 8:30 on Friday night will be the New York Cobras at the Carolina Pack. As voted on by the community, the Cobras and the Pack are the game of the week. So
Alice is taking Baltimore to the woodshed.
To touch on these games, since I didn't get over there, I'll give everybody the pick 'em numbers really quick. Give me 1 second. Let me see here. I gotta get in the control panel for a second. Whoa.
Yeah,
watching a video.
Alex.
I got him. I took care of it. Alex is good. Alex is good now. We'll be right back with Alex. Okay. Now, based on the pick, the Boston Liberty and the Philadelphia Flight are actually at a 5-5 tie.
That's weird.
The Arizona Outlaws and the Tampa Bay Stallions are at a 5-5 tie.
What?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
And the Cobras in the pack, the Cobras are leading 7-3. And the Kitsunes got the lead over the Bulls 7-3.
That's the only one that's not surprising.
Wow.
But
2 ties.
the other 2, that's crazy.
Incredible.
2 ties.
Also, some other news I totally forgot. I'm going to have to get together with Chris on this. Chris has been hell-bent since before our league ever opened. And this is fact, so no one knows there's no dick riding. He mentioned going to Discord before this league ever started.
Yes.
And there's a possibility we may do that. I'm looking for a better option than Slack. I'll talk to Christopher out why after I get off the air because it's
Discord's a 10 times better option.
I want to
part of a couple Reddit communities that use Discord.
I want to protect the league. And as I said to Ed, and I'll kind of touch on this for a minute. As I said to Ed, I'm afraid we might have some people in this league that are running multiple accounts. So I actually said I might go to Pro Boards where I can track IP addresses and shit. I'm not sure what all Discord does and doesn't provide. I'm not going to get into the conversation on the air about what that is. I know Chris knows a lot more about it than me. So I'm going to get into conversation with him.
Would be a good option too, but
what's that?
Pro Boards would be a good option too.
Well, like Ed said, Ed was down with some Pro Boards, but Ed brought up a solid 9, and that was if you went to Pro Boards doesn't provide an app for your phone, and not a lot of people use computers anymore. They just do shit through their phone. So that's a solid point. So that kind of hurts that option, but that was where I was looking at. I actually created a Pro Boards for people to look at. It's iflzone.proboards.com if you want to check it out. I was working on it. But it's there if it became the option. So I mean I was really looking at every option as possibilities. So we might make the move here, there, whatever. And the reason why, like I said, we thought about going there is because we thought about going there 3-4 months ago before anybody else used it. So I mean, like I said, you can go there now and check it out. Like I said, iflzone.proboards.com. That's what I put together. I was just messing with stuff. Because I got a little box on the side where it said upcoming games, last week's results, player of the week. I had a little box and had some categories like pick 'em and things, just different things. So it was all there, and I was going to create record books and everything and keep it on Pro Boards. I still might use Pro Boards as a way of storing history. I don't know yet. We'll figure it all out. Because the IFL, 100% free because we want to be, not because the competition made us be. Choose greatness. So we're trying to find a way of making us be even greater.
Yes, Alan. Discord does have an app. I'm using Discord right now on my computer and on my phone. That's why I said I'd rather use Discord than use Slack because Slack is hogging up my phone space right now. It's quite annoying.
So, but yeah, if anybody has anything else to throw out, they can throw it out now. If not, we're gonna wrap this one up.
Just can't wait.
I'm good.
Can't wait for the game.
I'm just gonna tell everybody this week, since unfortunately I won't be around. So everybody have fun.
Yeah. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Hit that like button. Remember, get your ass active if you're in interest of being an owner, because you will have the opportunity now. 8 teams are laying in wait. Go get them. So, Alex, I appreciate you wanting to get on. Davis, Ed, everybody that's been in the chat, it's been fun. This has been Inside the IFL.
Before you get off, before we end this real quick, recap everything just so everybody has an idea. We're going. Well, I'll start. We're expanding we're going to go to 16 teams, so we're adding 8 more. We are staying on All Pro.
Mm-hmm.
We will be having an expansion draft for the new expanding teams. What else do we need to cover? Oh, your the diamond in the rough thing. Explain that one more time.
You're going to be able to give hidden abilities to one player on your team, whether it's a bronze or a silver. The amount of abilities that can be hidden is to be determined.
All right.
So they won't be counted as towards the salary cap. Simple as that.
Well, might as well, because we've been talking about it. Carolina will be moving to Minnesota next season. I think that covers everything that we've talked about, right?
Simulation sports production.
That's right. I forgot about that. Go ahead. Yeah. That's
where if you're in this league.
On you.
Yeah, simulation sports entertainment productions. If you have an online league of any league, it's any type of sports, we want to create a merger. Like I said, I don't want to do this. We're affiliates. I want to be a merger type of deal. You run yours, we run ours, but we're all under the same umbrella working together. We promote each other through the SSE Productions type of deal. So I'm trying to finalize that stuff with a couple things. Once I upgrade my computer, I'm going to do a wrestling one. Sure, I'm hoping. So we're going to keep going. So, yeah. If anybody has any questions on it, you can just hit me up on Slack and I'll answer the questions. So.
Okay.
Anything else?
I think we're good.
I think that covers everything. So
All
make
right.
sure everybody has an idea what we covered and go back over it a little bit.
Oh, man. Well, then, big shout out. Like I said, everybody was in the chat. Alex, Chris, Ed, thanks for being on the call. This is your boy Doug. We're going to end this episode. This was another episode of Inside the IFL. Remember, subscribe to this channel and our other channel. Get on iflzone.weebly.com to join the league. You won't regret it. This is where the real action is. And we'll see your asses on the field. And we'll catch your asses down the road next week. Later.
Next week. Later.
See ya.